And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, for the second game tonight of game three between the visiting Conway Christian Eagles and the Poyen Indians. And I'm Shane. I'm the East facilitator here and commentator for tonight, Shane Hartzell, Coach Shane Hartzell, and we will take a look at tonight's lineups for each team. First, we'll look at the Poyen Indians, and as you see right here, Poyen is head coach is Coach Keith Barrett, and assistant coach is Chad Baxley, and their manager is Felipe Conde. And number 1 is Logan Lewis. Number 2 is Carter Felty. Number 4 is Hayden Bird. Number 5 is Colt Barrett. Number 6 is Hayden Lancaster. Number 7 is Cody Samples. And number 8 is Caden Schuff. Number 9 is Ryan Ray. Number 10 is Cullen Connor. Number 11 is Trenton Russell. And number 12 is Carson Glenderman. And number 13 is Braden Jewett. And number 15 is Bryce Batchelor. Number 16 is Landon Crosby. Number 19 is Sutter Spear. Number 22 is Alan Fight. And number 25 is Clint Baker. And number 27 is Ryder Reed. And number 54 is Austin Webb. Next, we will take a look at the visiting team, the Conway Christian Eagles, and their head coach is Parker Whitson, and he is assisted by Shamel Gill. Starting off is Deegan Meeks, number 0. Number 1 is Preston Elliott. Number 2 is Bryce Keithley. Number 4 is Xander Stone. Number 5 is Jace Redding. Number 6 is Spencer Strickland. And number 7 is Eli Brandon. Number 9 is Cade Williams. And number 10 is Brady Demokos. Number 20 is Luke Ursery. Number 21 is Zaniel Dean. Number 24 is Michael Tucker. And number 12 is Finn Braddis. And number 25 is Kyle Kane. That is the visiting team, the Conway Christian Eagles. Tonight's final game, game 2, or actually game 3, tonight will be played to determine who will take that last seed into the regional tournament. As you know, we have had inclement weather problems all week long. In case you haven't noticed, and you probably have, it's been raining all week. In fact, we got rained out as we started yesterday trying to play these two games. And we, during the game 2, the first game, we got to finish today between the Bigelow Panthers and the Mountain Pine Red Devils. And the Bigelow Panthers came out victorious, 6-1, so they punched their ticket as that third seed to the regionals, which will be held here at Magnet Cove, both the baseball and softball for the 2-5A regional. And now in the game 3, the home team, the Poyen Indians, and the Conway Christian Eagles will be doing battle here at Panther Baseball Field. And to lead it off will be the number 2, Bryce Keithley, the second baseman for Conway Christian. First pitch is a swing and a miss, strike. Oh, 1 is your count. Second pitch is a ball just low. 1-1 is your count. And getting the nod on the bump today for the Poyen Indians is Cullen Connor is your pitcher here for the Poyen Indians. Counts 1-1. And that one sails just high for a call ball 2. And a swing and a miss. And we have a 2-2 count here on the leadoff for the Conway Christian Eagles. And he goes down swinging. Bryce Keithley does. And that is the first strikeout of the evening. And so Cullen Connor starts off with a strikeout as Bryce Keithley goes down swinging for the Eagles of Conway Christian. That brings up Zaniel Dean, the catcher, number 21, and he starts off with a called first strike. And now he is down 0-2 quickly. And that one misses just outside. And that one just misses to even up the count at 2-2. And he also gets him swinging. And down goes Dean swinging for the second out. So Cullen Connor has struck out his first 2 batters here. He's done quick work of the Eagles of Conway Christian. That brings up number 10, Brady Dinokos. And it is a called first strike. And that one is put in play. The right fielder is rushing over to try to make the play in foul territory, but can't get to it. And I believe for Poyen, the right fielder, excuse me, that was Austin Webb, the right fielder, trying to chase down that fly ball. So your count is 0-2. And that goes down, he goes down swinging. So Cullen Connor retires batters 1, 2, and 3 to retire the side. And after the top of the first, we go to the bottom of the first with your Poyen Indians coming up to bat next, and no runs were scored. And with that, we will take a quick break here on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel. we're back here at Panther Baseball Field, and starting it off on the bump today for the Conway Christian Eagles is number 7, Eli Brannon, and leading off for the Poyen Indians is Cullen Connor, the pitcher, number 10. Brandon's first pitch is a called strike. And that one's going to be popped up. And is it going to be playable? Oh, and it is dropped. And I believe that was the first baseman. That was their first baseman, number 25, Kyle Kane. And so quickly, down quick is Connor Cullen, 0-2. And just misses the outside corner, does Brannon. And he jams him, but he is able to fight it off. Cullen Connor. 12 is your count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The delivery and the swing. And down goes Cullen Connor on strikes for the first out. So just by the first batter or two here, it looks like we could have a pitcher's duel. And that brings up the shortstop, number 9, Ryan Ray for the Indians. He squares to bunt, but pulls it back for a first call ball. Second pitch, and is a strike. So that evens up the count at 1-1. The pitch. And the appeal down to the first base umpire, and he said he is safe. He did not break the plane, so it will be a call ball. So 2 balls, 1 strike is your count on Ray, the shortstop for the Poyen Indians. And that one is just going to be foul. So 2 balls, 2 strikes is your count. And he pulls the string on him. Gets him looking. Ryan Ray, the shortstop, goes down on striking out. And that is 2 strikeouts for Mr. Brandon, the pitcher for the Conway Christian Eagles. And up is number 12, the third baseman, Carson Glanderman. And that first pitch is a ball. And second pitch is a strike and a foul there. And he delivers and just misses outside for a call ball. So the count on Glandeman is 21, 2 balls, 1 strike. Brandon delivers, and he just stays alive, but evens up the count at 2-2, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Eli Brandon looking for his possible 3rd strikeout. And he gets it. Catches him looking, and down go the Poyen Indians, 1, 2, and 3 in the bottom of the 1st. And with that, we will take a quick break here on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel. Back here at Panther Baseball Field for Game 3, and leading it off at the top of the 2nd is the number 4 hitter, Preston Elliott, the 3rd baseman, number 1, and Cullen Connor is on the bump. Both pitchers, this has been a pitcher's duel in the 1st inning. Both had 3 strikeouts apiece, and first pitch is a called strike on Elliott. Second pitch is a called strike. And that one is going to be just foul. So we will do it again. Quickly down, 0-2 is Preston Elliott, the 3rd baseman for the Eagles of Conway Christian. Cullen Connor delivers and strikes him out. So that is 4 strikeouts in a row for Cullen Connor for the Poyen Indians. First pitch is a ball outside on the right fielder, number 9, Cade Williams. And second pitch misses outside. So 2-0 is your count. And that one is just going to be foul off the plate for the right fielder, Cade Williams. The delivery and swing and a miss. So the count is evened up at 2-2 with 1 out. And he just misses on the outside corner. So the count is full. And that one is going to be hit into center field, but underneath it and is the center fielder, and he makes the catch. That is for the Poyen Indians. The put out there is Landon Crosby, number 16, the center fielder. So 2 down. And that brings up the first baseman, number 25, Kyle Kane. And he has a called first strike. 0-1 is your count. The delivery. And quickly down, 0-2. Cullen Connor looking to do quick work here. And he checked his swing, and he dropped third strike. But the catcher makes the throw for the put out. And with that, down go the Conway Christian Eagles, 4, 5, and 6 in the top of the second. And with that, we will take a quick break here on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious, mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
And we're back here at Magnet Cove at Panther Baseball Field. Leading it off for the Poyen Indians is Hayden Bird. He takes a called first strike from the pitcher, Eli Brandon. Both pitchers on both the Poyen and Conway Christian have been spectacular here. And he reaches out and gets that one. That one's going to fall in. Oh, almost a great play by the center fielder for the Conway Christian Eagles, and that is Deegan Meeks, the number 0, the center fielder, stretched out and almost had a web gem, as we call it, as they call it on ESPN, but it falls in. And so off with aboard with the single is Hayden Bird, and that brings up Landon Crosby, 16, the center fielder for the Poyen Indians. And first pitch is a called ball. He squares the bunt and lays that one down. And so that is going to advance the runner, Bird, on the sacrifice bunt by Crosby. that brings up Austin Webb, and he lays down the bunt. And he is going to reach. And with the errant throw, so Austin Webb lays down the bunt and the errant throw to first base. And he ends up on with the error. And I believe that was on, was that on the pitcher there, or was that the first baseman who made the throw? Yeah. Check right here. It happens quickly, so we'll have to look there. And that brings up number 5, Colt Barrett. And first pitch is a ball to Colt. Second pitch is a called strike. And he doesn't pull back the bunt in time, so down is 1-2 is Colt Barrett, the second baseman. And that one is just a little bit low, so 2-2 is your count on Barrett. So Poyen strikes first on the errant throw. Had a runner score from third, or first base to home. And that one is fouled off. So Barrett stays alive. And strikes him out looking there. So that's 2 outs. And that brings up the lefty, Carter Felty, the first baseman. That one's going to miss just a little low for ball 1. So 1-0 is your count. And that one's going to be just inside. So 2-0 is your count on Carter Felty, the first baseman. Number 2, the lefty. And that one catches just the outside of the plate for strike 1. And the delivery. And that one's hit. And it's going to be played by the shortstop, who's going to come up and makes the throw for the 6-3 put out. And so with that, the score remains the Poyen Indians 1 and the Conway Christian Eagles 0. And with that, we will take a quick break here on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel.
Thank you.
Panther baseball field, where you're the home team, the Poyen Indians, lead it by a score of 1-0 on the Conway Christian Eagles. It's pretty much been a pitcher's duel here tonight. And as we start off the top of the third inning, the leadoff batter for the Eagles will be the shortstop, number 4, Xander Stone. And the clouds are starting to roll in, so I just checked with my weatherman, Mr. David Sultan, over here, and it is about in Texarkana right now, so according to radar. So let's just pray we can get this one in, folks. So Stone starts off with a called first strike and another swing and miss, and quickly he finds himself down 0-2. And that one misses outside. Both pitchers tonight for both Poyen and Conway Christian have had pretty good control and have been pounding the strike zone. And that evens up the count at 2-2. And that hits him. So HBP for Stone by Xander Stone will reach on a HBP. And so the Eagles have that first runner aboard here in the top of the third, and that brings up Jace Redding, the designated hitter. And that one sells just a bit high. So 1-0 is your count. The delivery, runner's going, and had the hit and run on there. And Redding will ground out to the pitcher. So a 1-3 play there for the first out, but it does advance the runner. Stone advances to second. So Conway Christian has its first runner in scoring position, and that brings up the center fielder, Mr. Deegan Meeks, who almost made an incredible play in that last inning out there. Cullen Connor delivers for called strike one. He looks the runner and delivers outside for a ball. And a called strike. So 1-2 is your count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that one is going to sail just away, get away from the catcher. And with that, Stone is going to take third base. So your count is even at 2-2. The delivery and the strikeout, strikes out swinging for the second out does Meeks. And that will bring the second baseman, the leadoff, Bryce Keithley, up to bat for the Indians, who his first at bat struck out swinging. First pitch is a strike just on the outside corner. Second pitch just misses on the corner there. So 1-1 is your count with a runner on third. Stone on third, 90 feet away. A base hit could score this one, and that is going to do it right up the middle. And in comes Stone. So we are all tied up here in game 3. Stone comes in as Keithley drives him in, gets the RBI single. And with 2 out, we are all knotted up at 1, and that brings up the lefty, Zaniel Dean, the catcher, the lefty. And a swing and a miss. The pitch, and just misses outside. So 1-1 is your count. Stone was drove in by the RBI single of Keithley, and Dean reaches for that one for a called strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes is your count. And he gets him. So Cullen Connor strikes him out, swinging, and the Eagles strand 1, but do manage to score 1 with an RBI single by Bryce Keithley to get Xander Stone in. And so we are all tied up, and we will be back here in just a few moments on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel. And we are back here at the Panther baseball field for game 3, and we go to the bottom of the third. And leading off for the Poyen Indians will be the 9-1-2. Leading it off now for the Poyen Indians is the left fielder, number 11, Trenton Russell. Brandon winds up the delivery, and that one's going to be missed for ball 1. So 1-0 is your count. The delivery in for a strike. So that evens up the count at 1-1. The pitch, and that one's hit right back at the pitcher off his shin. And he gets him. He gets him. Wow, what a recovery by the pitcher. He took one off the shin. That was Brandon. And so the 1-3 for the first out. And now the leadoff, the pitcher, number 10, Cullen Connor, up to bat. And he starts off with a ball. Brandon will be feeling that one in the morning that ricocheted off of him. And second pitch misses outside for ball 2. And the pitch, and that one is just fouled off. So your count is 21, 2 balls, 1 strike on Cullen Connor, the pitcher for the Poyen Indians. And leadoff, and that one is fouled off, and it will even up the count at 2-2. The delivery, and that one's hit right back at the pitcher, and that is a 1-3 and for the second out. And I believe that is the last 3 batters have been retired by the pitcher and on contact hit to the pitcher. So down goes Cullen Connor on the 1-3 put out by the pitcher. And that will bring up Ryan Ray, who struck out looking in the bottom of the first. That ball misses just outside. The delivery, and that one is going to be hit in the gap to right field. And up quickly comes the play. The right fielder gets that in. That was Cade Williams out there, so for Conway Christian. So Ray is aboard with a leadoff, with a single, a 2-out single here in the bottom of the first. And that brings up Carson Glodman. Or Glandman, excuse me. And that one misses inside with the ball. So Ray on first, leading off. Brandon delivers, and a line drive straight to the second baseman, and that will retire the Indians, who leave one stranded there. So that was a line drive to the second baseman. And with that, we are still tied here at the Panther baseball field. You're watching the 2A 5 Central District Tournament between the Poyen Indians, Game 3, between the Poyen Indians and the Conway Christian Eagles here on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel. And we will take a quick break. back here at the Panther baseball field at the top of the fourth, leading it off for the Conway Christian Eagles will be number 10, the left fielder, Brady Denoaks. Denoaks struck out swinging in the top of the first inning. So this is his second at-bat. Connor Cullen, and he pops that one straight up, and I believe it's going to be back out of play. So your count is 0-1. Cullen delivers and called strike two, a little off speed. That pitch broke away there. Like a changeup. The pitch is high and outside for a called ball one. So 1 ball, 2 strikes is your count here to Dinokos, the left fielder. And that one is going to be fouled just down the third base line. So Denoaks Cullen Connor delivers, and he fights that one off. So a good at bat here. The delivery, and that one's going to be hit straight to the third baseman. Number 12 is going to come up firing, and he makes the play. And that was for Poyen. That was Carson Glandman to the first baseman. Carter Felty, number 2, for the putout. So the 5-3. And that brings up number 1, Preston Elliott. And that one is hit, and it is going to be foul. And so count is 0-1. 0-1 is your count. And Cullen Connor pitching a great game here. Both pitchers pitching a great game. And just misses on the outside corner for a called ball. So 1-1 is your count, even up. The pitch, and that one's going to be hit. Shortstop's going to charge it, makes a nice backhand, and a great throw. That is Ray, the shortstop, to the first baseman, the 6-3. And made that look easy for the second out for the Poyen Indians. And that will bring up the right fielder, number 9, Cade Williams, who flied out to center field in the top of the second inning. The pitch, and the curveball enters there for a called strike. So 0-1 is your count. The delivery just misses the outside corner. 1-1 is your count. The delivery, and he strikes swinging, is number 9. So 1-2 is your count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch, and he rings him up on the called third strike. So down go the Conway Christian Eagles, 1, 2, and 3, to end the top of the 4th inning. And when we come back to break here, we will have 4, 5, and 6 up. Bird will lead off for the Poyen Indians. So we will take a quick break here on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
And we're back here at Panther Baseball Field for continuing in Game 3 of the 2A5 Central District Tournament between the Poyen Indians and the Conway Christian Eagles. Leading it off will be number 4, the catcher, Hayden Bird, for the Poyen Indians here in the bottom of the 4th. And we are still knotted up at 1 apiece. Brandon delivers, and that gets him inside, but the shortstop's going to charge it and try to make the play, and he does. Nice job by, that was number 4 for the shortstop for Xander Stone. So the 6-3 put out for the first out, and down goes Bird, and that brings up Landon Crosby, the center fielder, number 16. And first pitch is a swing and a miss for strike 1. The delivery and second pitch is a strike, but he does get a piece of it. Foul tip. So quickly, Crosby finds himself down 0-2 here. Brandon winds up, delivers, and that one is hit just over the outstretched arms of the first baseman into right field. And with that, Landon Crosby will have a leadoff single. To the right field, and that will bring up Austin Webb, who reached on a bunt and a throwing error. And he squares to bunt again. And they're going to say it hit him. And it said it hit him in the knee. And let's see. And they're discussing, the umpire, home plate umpire is discussing this. Discussion with Conway Christian's coach here. And I believe the ruling on that is if he squares and doesn't come back around in time and gets hit, then it is a strike because the ball, he is squared up and is in play. But it did hit, they are saying it did hit his helmet. Okay. All right. We got that clarified there. So, anyways, that's going to bring up Colt Barrett, the second baseman. And Poyen has something going here in the bottom of the fourth. And Barrett squares the bunt straight back to the pitcher. And he is going to get the sacrifice bunt. He is going to advance the runners to second and third on the sac bunt. And that will be the second out. And that will bring up the first baseman, number 2, Carter Felty, the lefty. The pitch. And that one is going to be called ball, low. And that one just misses the outside corner, so called ball 2. 2-0 is your count. The pitch, and that one's going to be hit. That's trouble. It's going to be in the gap. That's going to score 1. And that's going to score 2. So in comes Crosby, and also comes in Webb. So that one that's one of those grounders that found a hole there just past the outstretched arms of the shortstop. And Felty is aboard with a 2 RBI single. And Russell is up to the plate. He starts off with a strike. And that one's hit up the middle. And the shortstop is going to misjudge that one on the bounce on a bad hop. And so that Felty will go to second. And that will be and I believe that would be an E6 there on your shortstop. Hard play. I mean, it is a tough play. You got a bad bounce. And so, I don't know how the official scorekeeper would score, but I would score it either way. It was a great try because he was going against his body there. So, anyways, but with that, we're going to have a mound visit by the coach of Conway Christian. We will take a quick break here. And we will be back for more 2A5 Central District Tournament on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel. And we're back here with the pitcher leading. We're back to the number 1, the top of the order. And leading it off, there's number 10, Cullen Connor. And that one is going to be foul. So your count is 0-1. Runners at first and second, two outs. The Indians have managed to get 2 across here on the single by Felty, the 2 RBI single. And they got him and they picked him off, got him in a rundown. And that will end the inning here. So Carter gets in a rundown for the third out. And with that, the Indians do manage to get 2 across. Let's see who scored there. That was Crosby scored and Webb scored. They were both driven in by Carter Felty, the first baseman. And with that, we will take a quick break here on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel. And we're back here at Panther Baseball Field to start off the top of the 5th inning. And leading it off for the Conway Christian Eagles is the first baseman, number 25, Kyle Kane. Kane, in his last at-bat, grounded out to the pitcher. He starts off with a ball, so 1-0 is your count. And that one is hit, and that one's hit in center field, but right to the center fielder. And to make the routine play out there in center field was, and I believe that was Landon Crosby, number 16. So the first out. And Xander Stone up to bat. And he pulls that one. That one's going to drop into the right field. So aboard is Xander Stone with a hit to the right field. And that will bring up the designated hitter, number 5, Jace Redden. Jace struck out, Jace was hit back to the pitcher for a 1-3 put out the last inning. And that one is hit. That one's going to be, he knocks it down, the second baseman does, but does not have a play. And they are safe. That advances the runner. So Stone goes to second. And Redden reaches safely. The designated hitter with a single. And that will bring up the center fielder, 0, Deegan Meeks. So runners aboard for Conway Christian, first and second, with 1 out. Meeks at the plate. The delivery squares to bunt, and that one's popped up and caught by the pitcher. And they double it up there. A heads-up play by Cullen Connor, the pitcher, to catch the bunt. He squared it up, Meeks, and flied out to the pitcher, and he did turned the unassisted double play. And with that, the score remains the Poyen Indians 3, the Conway Christian Eagles 1, and the Poyen Indians will be up to bat here as we start the bottom of the 5th inning, but we will take a quick break. You're watching 2A 5 Central District Baseball Tournament on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious, mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
And we're back here at Panther Baseball Field. Leading it off, what will be Cullen Connor, who was at bat when the pitcher picked him off. Brandon picked off the runner. I believe that was Carter Felty who got in a run down. And our count is 1-1. And that one just catches the inside corner, so that brings the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch, and that one is going to be outside. Gets away from him. So that will even it up at 2-2. And he comes right in, and he hits it up the middle. So Cullen Connor, the leadoff, leads it off with a single here in the bottom of the 5th. And the Indians are aboard here again in the bottom of the 2nd. And I believe we're going to have a courtesy runner for the pitcher. And that is going to be number 1, Landon Lewis, who will be the courtesy runner for the pitcher. And that one sails high for a called ball 1. Ray, who had a single between the first and second base to right field. And that one runs inside. So 2-0 is your count. The pitch, and that one's going to be fouled out of play by Ray, the shortstop. Ray getting the signals from Coach Barrett down at third base. The pitch, and he pushes that bunt down the first baseline. And that's going to be a sacrifice bunt, which will move Cullen Connor to second base with 1 out. great bunt there by Ryan Ray. And that brings up number 12, Carson Glansman. And that's a called strike by Brandon. The delivery, and just low. So the count is evened up at 1-1. And that one just misses. 2 balls, 1 strike. And Gleinman looking. And he fouls that one out of play. So that evens up the count at 2-2. So runner in scoring position on the sacrifice bunt by Ray. So Lewis is on second, the courtesy runner. And that one's going to be a wild pitch, and Lewis is going to be up. With the wild pitch. And that is going to run the count on Gleinman full. So a base hit here would drive in a run. An RBI opportunity. The pitch, and that one's hit right up the middle, and he is going to get that RBI. In comes Lewis to score. And with that, Glindman hits drives in a run with a RBI single. Right back up the middle. And that brings up number 4. Oh, and the pitcher turned to get the lead runner, Gleinman, there, but overthrows it into the outfield to center field. And so instead of getting the leadoff runner, there are no outs, and they just still have 1 out. So that is an error by the pitcher, throwing error. And that one is hit. Looking to turn 2, 1. And they do get the lead runner at second. I say the lead runner, the runner at second for the. So the 4-6 out with 2 down and a runner in third, and that one is popped up, and in comes the left fielder on his horse. That is number 10 for the Conway Christian Eagles, and he makes an incredible play. That was Brady Denoaks, number 7, the left fielder, who got a great break on that ball as it was popped up sky high. And so that fly out, we will go to the top of the 6th inning with the Poyen Indians scoring 1, and that makes the score Poyen Indians 1, the Conway Christian Eagles 1, and we will be back after a short break on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel. here at the Panther baseball field for Game 3, the second game tonight. And leading it off were the Conway Christian Eagles will be the second baseman, number 2, Bryce Keithley. And the Poyen Indians are up 4-0, or excuse me, 4-1. I'll get it right here in a moment. It's been a long day, folks, but we'll get it right here. It is 4-1. Poyen is leading, but Conway Christian is up to bat right now. Number 2, Bryce Keithley, the second baseman. And he takes a first pitch ball in the top of the 6th inning. Second pitch by Cullen Connor is a ball. So 2-0 is your count. And that one gets the inside corner for a called strike. And that one is a ball on the outside corner. 31, and that one is fouled back. So we are full here. Cullen Connor. Connor delivers, and that one is going to be hit, and that one's going to be trouble. It's going to get down for a base hit. So Keithley starts it off in the top of the 6th with a single. And that will bring up the catcher, number 21, Zaniel Dean, the lefty. Connor just misses outside for ball 1. And he steps off. The runner steps back. The delivery, and it's going to be low for ball 2. So 20 is your count. And that one's going to be in play. Can they turn it? Oh, and they get the lead runner, but a wild throw by the shortstop. I believe that was Ray. So they get the lead runner there. And so that is the first out. And Dean reaches on a throwing error by the shortstop. So now Brady Denoaks, the left fielder, starts out with a strike. And quickly Denoaks is down 0-2. Connor working ahead here in the count with the 0-2. And that one is hit, and it's going to get down. And the left fielder is going to come in. And with that, Dean will go to third. And with that hit, Denoaks will reach with a stand-up double. That brings up the third baseman, Preston Elliott, number 1, with 1 out, runners on, second and third. And the swing and miss for strike 1. And he reaches for that one and is quickly down, 0-2. And stays alive by fouling that one off. And the pitch, that one's going to be hit. Ray steps up, makes the play, but that will drive in a run on so the 6-3, that out will be an out, but it does drive in Dean, and the Eagles cut the deficit to 2 runs with 2 outs and a runner at third. And that brings up the right fielder, Cade Williams, number 9. The pitch just catches the outside corner. So your count is 1-1 on Williams. The pitch, and that one's going to be hit to the shortstop. He's going to charge it. Ray is. And he digs it. Great scoop by Felty, the first baseman. And that will be the third out. So the 6-3. And down go the Conway Christian Eagles in the top of the 6th. So they are down to their final 3 outs. But we will take a quick break. And coming up after this break, we will get back to you here to 2A 5 Central District Tournament and that you're watching here on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
And we're back here at the Panther baseball field, leading it off for the Poyen Indians will be the second baseman, Colt Barrett. Colt had a sacrifice bunt in the last inning. And first pitch is outside for a ball. Second pitch, it's just fouled off, and that will bring the count to 1-1. Brandon and Connor have both pitched outstanding games here tonight. Brandon for the Conway Christian Eagles, and Connor for the Poyen Indians. And that one misses just outside. The delivery, and that one is going to skip to the plate. So 31 is your count on Barrett, and he has hitter leverage right here. And the pitcher wants to switch baseballs here. So Brandon winds up the delivery, and that one misses just high. So Barrett will take a jog down on base on balls, and the Poyen Indians have a runner aboard here in the bottom of the sixth, and that brings up the lefty Carter Felty, the first baseman. And that one is a sky high to the left fielder, and he is going to come in and make a play on that ball. And that is a fly out, a tough fly out at that. And that was Brady DeNoakes, number 10, out there for the Conway Christian Eagles, who made a fine play on that ball. And that will bring up number 11, the left fielder for the Poyen Indians, Trenton Russell. And that one's just inside for a called ball. So 1 out. Barrett is on first. The pitch, and that is a strike to even up the count on Russell. 1-1. And that one's going to run low for ball 2. And that one misses just high and inside. So your count is 31 on Russell, the left fielder. One out, 1 on. In the bottom of the 6th. The pitch, and that one's going to be hit to the shortstop, looking for 2. The 6, the 4. And they do not turn it. They get the lead runner, but do not turn the double play. So the 6-4 put out for the second out on the fielder's choice there. And that will bring up the leadoff, the pitcher, Cullen Connor. And Brandon, the pitcher for the Conway Christian Eagles, wants a new baseball. Doesn't like the grip on the other one. Brandon delivers and snap throw. Does not get him. And that is going to be a hit by pitch. So Connor will take his base with a hit by pitch. And Russell will make his way down to second. And we have Lewis back in as a courtesy runner for the pitcher, who was just hit by the pitch. So we got runners on first and second, and that brings up the shortstop, number 9, Ryan Ray. And that pitch is outside, and he looks to pick him off, but the ball sails on him, but he gets back and doesn't have time to advance. So your count's 1-0. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. And that one is sky-high hit to right field, and it's going to be just foul. So everyone will go back. The count is 1-1 on Ray, the shortstop. The pitch, and that one's going to be fouled off. So 1-2, 12 is your count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brandon looks the runners and delivers. And that one's going to get past on a wild pitch. And both runners will advance. So all right, 2-2 is your count. And that one's hit. Oh, and that one's going to be bobbled by the shortstop. So a run will come in and score. That is Russell will score. And Ray will just take second base. So the Eagles failed to get out of the inning there with the play. And another wild pitch. And Lewis thinks about coming home, but then decides to think better of that decision. And Lewis is the pinch runner for the pitcher, Colin Connor, who was hit by a pitch. And that is going to be a strike. 1-2 is your count on Carson Glandman here. And that gets him swinging for the third out. And we are going to go to the top of the seventh. The Conway Christian Eagles down to their final 3 outs. Must score 3 here to keep it going into extra innings, or must take the lead. One of the two here. So with that, we will take a quick break here on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious, mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
And we're back here at Panther Baseball Field for the top of the seventh. And we are, the leadoff here, I believe, will be number 25, the first baseman, Kyle Kane. And Kane is 0 for 2 tonight. He grounded out to the pitcher, the 1-3, and then flied out in the top of the fifth to the center fielder. And starts off with a ball. And Coach Barrett wants to talk to his pitcher and his infield. Again, they've got 3 runs here, a 3-run advantage, the Poyen Indians, and a chance to put this one away. He just kind of wanted to talk and gather his pitcher here for just a moment. So Cullen delivers to the third baseman. Nice play. Knocks it down and makes the play. Very nice job there by the third baseman. And that was number 12 for Poyen. Carson Glandman. with the 5-3. And quickly down 0-2 is Xander Stone, the shortstop, with 1 out. And that one misses just outside. Cullen Connor looking to go the full distance here. And he evens up the count at 2-2 on Stone. And that one sails just high and outside to make the count full. And he loses him right there on the base on balls. So the second batter, Stone, is aboard. And that will bring up the designated hitter, Jace Redden, who singled the last inning in the top, in the top of the 5th. And that one misses with a ball. And a balk is called. And that one catches the outside corner for a called strike. And that one just misses. So 2 balls and 1 strike is your count here. The delivery, and just fouls that one off, but evens up the count at 2-2. Runner in scoring position for the Conway Christian Eagles, with the called balk on Cullen Connor. And that freezes Jace Redden, the designated hitter, for the second out. And that will bring up the center fielder, Deegan Meeks, who could be the final out here. And the first pitch is a strike on Meeks, the center fielder. And the second pitch just misses. So 1-1 is your count. And 1 and 2 is your count. So Meeks down to his final strike here. Connor Cullen looking to finish this one off and punch the Poyen Indians ticket to the regionals. And that one's going to be fouled, just out of play. $12 is the count. The delivery. And they said he did not go. So that evens up the count at 2 and 2. Two and 2 is your count. Cullen Connor delivers. And he gets him with the strike. And that will be the ball game. A great quality start by Cullen Connor for the Poyen Indians. And the Poyen Indians will be advancing to the 2A 5 Central Regional Tournament here. And with a final score of 5-2, the Poyen Indians win the game, and again will advance to be the final team that advances to the 2A5 regional tournament. And as expected, tomorrow we are expected, well, actually tonight, we are expected to receive a lot more rain tonight. So as a result, we are going to finish. These will be the final 2 games of the baseball district tournament here, and we will move on to regional tournament next week. And with that, so representing the 2A5 conference here will be the Episcopal Collegiate Wildcats, the Magnet Cove Panthers, the Bigelow Panthers, and punching the final ticket would be the Poyen Indians. So that wraps it up here, folks, here at the Panther baseball field. Again, we will be back next week. If you're wondering, so the top 4 teams advance to the regionals in each region. And so we will start the regionals will be again here for both baseball and softball at Magnet Cove. And with that said, we hope you've enjoyed. We appreciate you tuning in, those of you from Poyen and from Conway Christian. And we bid you a great weekend, and we look forward to seeing you guys at next week when we start regional tournament here at Magnet Cove. I'm Coach Shane Hartzell signing off. Have a good evening.